The spark. The birth of a traveler. Every great human journey begins with a spark, not lit by fire or stone, but ignited deep within the boundless expanse of imagination. This is the story of that spark. A story that began long before metal was shaped or equations were written, born in the minds of those who stared into the night and dared to whisper. What lies beyond all this? For thousands of years, humanity has lifted its eyes upward, past clouds, past the moon, into the vast, shimmering unknown. And in that upward gaze grew a longing, a quiet, insistent pull toward the frontier of the stars. From that longing came a creation unlike anything before. A Voyager not of flesh, but of courage and curiosity. Built not from fear, but from the belief that knowledge is worth any distance. This creation needed no crew and carried no nation's banner. It held something far more powerful, humanity's desire to be seen, to be heard, to understand. This is Voyager, a small shimmer of gold drifting through the infinite dark, a message in motion, a memory cast into the ocean of the cosmos. It carries the hope of a species and the echo of a world that refused to stop asking questions. The launch of a dream. In the summer of 1977, a fragile marvel rose from Earth on a tower of fire. It was no larger than a family car. Its computer held less memory than a modern digital watch. Its instruments were delicate, held together by precision and bravery in equal measure. And yet, its mission was monumental: to escape the cradle of Earth. To witness worlds no human had ever seen. To send home images that would reshape our understanding of the cosmos. Voyager lifted through the atmosphere as millions held their breath, and then it was gone. A tiny light sailing into the vastness. The odyssey through the planets. Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 were born because the universe revealed a secret alignment, a cosmic doorway that opened once every 176 years. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. 4 giant worlds arranged in a perfect path, each one able to fling a spacecraft toward the next through the delicate mathematics of gravity. NASA seized that miracle of timing and launched 2 explorers. Voyager 2 first. Voyager 1 shortly after. They were built for a short journey, 4 years at most. But destiny had a different story. Jupiter, the living giant at Jupiter, Voyager witnessed storms larger than Earth, lightning bolts that flickered like cosmic veins, and clouds painted in colors no artist had imagined. On Io, a moon once dismissed as lifeless, Voyager saw volcanoes erupting into space, casting molten fountains into the void. Humanity realized the solar system was not quiet. It was alive. Saturn, the rings of wonder. Then came Saturn. Its rings, once thought simple, revealed themselves as masterpieces of order and motion. Ribbons of ice. Waves of dust. Moons carving paths like dancers tracing invisible music. Titan loomed beneath a thick orange shroud, its atmosphere rich with organic chemistry, a whisper of what early Earth might have once been. Uranus and Neptune, the farther realms. Voyager 2 alone pressed onward, meeting Uranus, a tilted world with a crooked magnetic soul. Then Neptune, a sapphire storm world with winds faster than sound. And Triton, a moon breathing geysers of nitrogen in the coldest corner of sunlight's reach. For the first time in history, these distant lights became landscapes, details, stories. Voyager transformed the unknown into the unforgettable. Beyond the edge, into interstellar night. Beyond Neptune, the sun's strength wanes. Its winds weaken. Its voice grows thin. And at that invisible border, the heliopause, Voyager 1 became the first human creation to step into interstellar space. On August 25, 2012, it left the sun's protective cocoon. And so, Voyager drifted beyond the warmth of the sun and slipped quietly into the great between stars, a realm where silence has weight, and darkness stretches without boundary. Out here, dust is ancient, older than Earth itself. Light travels for millions of years to pass through this place, thinned by distance until it becomes a whisper of what it once was. This is no longer the dominion of our star. This is the territory of the galaxy, a sea of invisible winds and forgotten particles, a crossroads of cosmic history, where every direction leads to a mystery older than time. The lonely messenger Voyager's voice now is a breath. A signal so faint it is weaker than the glow of a flashlight on the moon, seen from Earth. Yet somehow, across that impossible gulf, we still hear it. Across deserts and mountaintops, across fields of steel and concrete, giant radio antennas turn their heads skyward like ancient guardians listening for a lost traveler. And when that trembling pulse arrives, a single note of data, a heartbeat from the frontier, it feels less like a message and more like a memory slowly fighting its way home. The spacecraft sails onward, unhurried and unafraid, toward the vast icy kingdom known as the Oort cloud, a frozen halo of trillions of dormant comets circling the sun like a shattered crown. Crossing that distant boundary will take 30,000 years. By then, continents will shift. Languages will vanish and be born. Civilizations will rise, fall, and rise again. Even the stars in our sky will drift into new constellations. But in the far, silent dark, Voyager will still be moving, a lonely witness to the passage of ages, a spark of Earth that refuses to go out. The golden record, Earth's time capsule bolted to its side, shielded in gold and purpose, Voyager carries a message crafted not for today but for whoever might listen across eternity. A golden record, a cosmic diary of everything we hope to preserve. It contains greetings in many languages, the laughter of strangers, the splash of waves on distant shores, and the steady thrum of a human heartbeat, the first sound every life begins with. It carries music, the ancient, the joyful, the sorrowful, melodies from every corner of our world, as if Voyager itself were a traveling symphony promising that Earth once knew beauty. It carries images, forests, mountains, newborn infants, mathematics, DNA, architecture, the quiet folding of human hands, a portrait of a species trying to understand the universe and itself. Pressed into that golden surface is humanity's whisper to the cosmos: we existed. We dreamed. We sought meaning in the dark. And we reached beyond our sky. Because we believed someone might hear us. Perhaps one day, whether millions or billions of years from now, another intelligence, or our own descendants, will find Voyager drifting like a fallen leaf in the river of the galaxy. They will open that record. They will hear our breath, our joy, our music. And they will know that life once blossomed on a small blue world warmed by a distant star. A legacy cast into forever. Voyager is not merely a machine. It is a monument carved from curiosity, a tribute to the restless fire that drives humanity to explore. It took faint specks of light and turned them into worlds. It transformed distant dots into landscapes, storms, oceans, and moons. It carried our hope beyond the planets, crossed the boundary of our star's embrace, and stepped boldly into the interstellar unknown. Even now, as its power fades one instrument at a time, its journey does not end. It will drift for ages, long after every voice that built it has gone silent, carrying the last echo of the civilization that sent it. For Voyager's voyage is not defined by its destination, but by what it symbolizes. The courage to question. The desire to reach. The unquenchable hunger to know. It represents the best of us, the part of humanity that refuses to be limited by fear or distance. This is our story. Our message. Our outstretched hand offered to the universe. A single spark born in the quiet halls of imagination now travels across eternity, a small, shining ember carrying the dream of a world that dared to look up and wonder